Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Drakk. You tune in to the BSIDEFORUM. We get together every other Wednesday night. We discuss all things hip-hop, all things business, all things life, anything that comes up for discussion. I got some special guests with me in the building. Cole, introduce yourself, man.
Man, what's up with y'all? Big shout out to B-Side, Young BACA.
Thank
This
you,
is
thank
Diar
you.
Lansky, East Riverside Zone. You know what I mean? Here sitting with my boy Wayne G with your bitch ass.
What's up, man? My name is Jackson Hunter. I'm from San Diego. I'm new to LA.
1212. I go by the name of Cheek the Rebel, aka Cheek the Prophet from Trenton, New Jersey.
What up? My name is Paco Mansin, representing the South Town, South San Diego, Northeast LA.
There you go, man. I got an issue with you, Diar Lansky.
What's that?
I have a problem. I love your music, and I support your music. You gave me a CD, and you said, here you go, BACA. Bump this when you get a chance. I can't play it. I don't have nowhere to play it.
Oh,
I have no place to play a CD. Do you think CDs are out of date in 2017?
you know, I think nowadays it's more collector's items type of stuff, because what's ironic that you said that is I got to give shout out to my wife right now, but her cousin is Ludacris, right?
Look at you. Not only did you get brownie points for shouting out your wife, you just a little name
So
drop.
look.
Shout out her cousin Ludacris. I don't know if
So
you guys know
look.
him or not.
She
It only
actually-
took us 2 minutes for you to get those in.
But look, she actually.
I think that's a new B-side
he
record,
came
man.
to town and she ran into him. She's like, I got my man's new CD. You know what I mean? And this and that. And at that time, it was Back to the Future I did with Code 187, and they call her Booney, and he just looked. He said, Booney, like, my new Mac, my new car, and my new studio doesn't even have a CD. He's like, my new Mac, I got a desktop and a disc, doesn't even have a CD drive on it. Like, can you email?
So
me
why do
this?
we still do CDs?
You know, I still like it. I don't, you know, I'm from an era where, you know, that's how you made money and shit like that. Now, you know, we from an era where it's, you know, it's become a collector's pieces and shit. You know what I mean? But it still feels good to me to be able to hand somebody a CD. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really does.
But
Now-
don't you think you'll get the same feeling if you hand them a USB and say, check out my stuff?
No way.
It's not the same, man.
It's not the same.
not the same.
It's not
No
the
way,
same.
no way.
So do you have CDs rocking in 2017?
Yes, sir.
And why is that? Just so you can feel good at night that you have a CD?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. It's just like a business card, but it's a professional hip hop business card. Like,
But
check,
it's a business card that nobody can get your info off of. So what's the point of having a business
Well, it
card?
depends how you
So I'm
brand
going to
it as
give you a
well.
business card. I'm going to give you a business card. Hey, the info's inside. How do I get it out? You got to figure it out on your own. Does that really help out?
No, but here's the thing. If you give away a USB thing, okay, they can erase your music and use it whatever the fuck they want. If they have your CD, they can only use it to listen to your music.
If they can listen to your music, though.
They'll find a way.
I think what's more important than if you have a CD or a flash drive is how you introduce the material, how you
Yeah.
sell it
There you go.
beforehand. So if they see you at a
So
show,
how do you sell it?
What?
How do you sell it?
I don't sell it. I give away for free because I
And
don't.
so I get literally thousands of CDs a month. Hey, Baca, check out my CD.
Well,
if I like someone and I don't like
yeah.
them, they still go in a stack that I can't play.
Yeah. You can't really make it happen. It just has to happen on its own, you know, out of spontaneity. Somebody has to see you at a show and they come up to you and say, hey, that was dope. If they like you, then they'll fucking put it in a CD player. If they
They'll
don't
find
like
a
it,
way.
It just happened.
It's always
Is that what you want to say? You
no,
got a CD?
No.
You from the 60s, so they didn't even have CDs back then.
Chill.
No, we got 8 tracks.
Hey.
Shit, you know, it's all about, you know, like, cause it's the nostalgia to it. Cause ain't nothing like opening up, unwrapping the package. It's like the feel, like back in the day. You know, like it's like
Yeah.
when I would open up a CD and I was like, I love to read the credits, who produced it, who engineered it, where was it recorded, who mixed it down, and all that shit. And by people get to see who you worked with and like who you were.
But that's
Sentimental
one
value.
thing.
You know,
so
that-
I'm going to open up. That's dope. Oh, they recorded in North Hollywood. Okay, all right, now let's listen to it. And you go to your laptop, like, oh, I don't have a CD player. You go to your car. A lot of cars don't even have CD players no more.
Yeah,
Can't
it's
play.
crazy.
Well,
Dude.
your information will be on the CD, on the jacket, all that stuff. You know, your links should be on there. Everything should be on there. Make sure that it's.
So you're
that the
expecting
information that-
you are expecting the consumer to take that extra step to find where your information is on the jacket and
Well,
look
it
you
should
up.
be on there. If you're a fan of the artist or anything like that, you're gonna want to read their shit. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna want to read the information.
But
Well,
those
I
are
mean, that's
fans.
what-
Those are fans that you already had solidified. You're my fan.
But
Now
hard-
you're trying to get new fans.
Hard copy's not the only thing that you slanging though.
Of
You have
course.
hard copies for the thing. Look, like someone like me, Diar Lansky, I'm the one and only. Google me, Siri me, Alexa me, like do it all, you know, and you're gonna find me. If you happen to have a CD player, guess what? And you know, like he says, I give away a shit. I give away more CDs than I sell. You feel me? Especially in person. But you know, you can find us anywhere. that's the
You don't
digital
really-
era
yeah.
we're in.
You don't really see people rolling around with a pocket full of USBs either. You know what I'm saying? It's like usually people out there they got their CDs and it's a communication thing. It's a like you break down the the walls and stuff. You know.
So how do you get me, a fan that just saw you rocking the Young BACA show? How do you get me to listen to your music?
So here's my CD to start off.
I can't play your CD.
And fucking Google me and
Fuck
shit.
you.
Go fuck you.
That's what you saw to say. You say fuck you.
Fuck you. Google me.
It
And
definitely-
and then go on YouTube.
Nah,
whatever.
yeah, it definitely comes down to, what you saying, YouTube.
Go ahead,
You
good,
have
yeah.
to have platforms. You have to be able to have CDs. You have to have iTunes. You have to have
Yeah, iTunes,
SoundCloud,
SoundCloud.
Backpiff,
And
wherever. You
of
be,
course.
have to be able to have all those platforms if people want to take you serious.
Now, even
Go
if
ahead.
you say you don't have a CD, I'm gonna be like, take it anyways. If you don't want to type in Diar Lansky off the CD that I gave you, if you don't have a CD player, then you didn't want to listen to my music in the first place, even if you had a CD
Exactly.
player. You feel me? So take the CD, then you go on YouTube and shit. You know what? You be like, man, actually, I heard some shit. Let me put this in my computer, my desktop computer, real quick, or whatever you have that plays a CD. Let me listen to the rest of this album.
Yeah, if you can't play the shit, then it's like, okay, fuck it. It's gonna take you a couple seconds to fucking Google that shit.
Like he said, a business card. Your name's on there. Type
you
that
wanna
in your
listen to
phone.
it, if you wanna listen to
So
it.
let me ask you this question: how do you go about attracting new fans? Because everyone here has a small fan base. It might be small, it might be big. How do you go about attracting new fans?
Some new material. Bring out something new and fresh. Whatever you can do.
But how do those
Keep
people
it
see
going.
you? You could have a million songs lined up, but what do you do next?
You go out and do shows. You don't plug up
Your
with
stage
people like
performance is that dope that people will.
You. Yeah, they're
come
gonna,
up,
they're gonna see your name on a flyer. But you gotta stay constant with it. It's not like just do one now. Don't wait like 6
Is that
months
the
down
hard
line.
thing to stay constant?
Yeah, you gotta stay busy.
Consistency.
Stay, keep
I
your
saw
name
you
out
shot.
there.
You
Keep your name out there. You
You
Yeah.
sighed
Yeah,
when I
yeah,
said
yeah.
that. Is that
You
hard to
gotta
do? Stay consistent?
man.
Yeah, you
gotta
gotta stay out there.
consistent, man.
But it's hard to do.
Not necessarily. If you find your
I don't care what
balance-
anyone says. It's hard to
It
stay
is. It
consistent.
is.
It's tough.
It's tough. But however, if you're in your craft and this is what I'm doing, this is what I want, you have to stay consistent if people want to take you serious. Like if you're going 2 years without a project, I don't know, many artists that do that. But
Nas released a hot track every 7 years, man.
Hey, that's Nas. That's Nas. That's
That's
Nas.
the 1%,
That's Nas.
right?
That's
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
That's like
Yeah.
sport. Like you make the NFL and NBA. That's that 1%.
That's Derek Jeter. Like we can't talk about them.
You gotta
But
stay consistent to the best
Young
of your
Bob.
ability.
if this is your craft, this is what you want a million, whatever, you gotta work hard for it. You have to put that work in. You have to stay up late. We all know this. You gotta put that work in, and that comes a part of being consistent. Who are you? Like, okay, I see you yesterday, but who are you tomorrow? So people want to see that. People want to see that.
I got another thing, and he's got his own clothing line. Everybody does his thing.
Yes, sir. You live and you learn clothing.
So look, you gotta invest in yourself. You know what? You got an album come out.
What does that mean?
Go pay a PR company to promote your album. Like for real. Go pay a publicist that's gonna put you in fucking blogs. That's gonna put you on college
Yes.
radio.
But you could say that, but I know a lot of artists that say BACA, I paid this PR for them, they didn't do shit.
Ask them if they registered their music 100%.
I don't know. I don't know all that. I'm
Because
just
that will
saying
make a
there's
difference.
been multiple artists that come and say, BACA, I did
Look,
all this PR shit. I paid them a lot of money, and they ain't doing anything I can't do
Look,
myself.
if you paying a outside PR company that knows nothing about you, there's no bias or anything. They have a job to do that you pay for. If your music is registered and your paperwork is right, and you pay somebody to do a job, they're gonna give you not your homie that's a PR, you do a completely outside anything company that has a resume. Everybody's a fucking PR shit on Facebook, and I'm talking to go to a company that has a resume. They're gonna tell you what's gonna happen. They're not gonna blindly, lead you, and they're gonna be like, look, I don't know who the fuck you are, but I know I have a job to do for what you just paid me for. Period. And if
So
your
we
music
need to
is
start a new
registered
class.
correctly,
Me and you, Young BACA Productions, the Diar Lansky present how to select the right PR firm. Because there's a lot of people getting hit up by on the Instagram like, hey, I'm a PR artist or whatever.
what type of music you do? I mean, there's different PRs and publicists still to this day that's for a different genre.
What I'm saying is just because somebody says I'm a PR firm doesn't mean here's my money, let's make this happen.
No, but
But
look,
you would be surprised the amount of artists that are
but
doing
you
that.
can
You
see
gotta
if
do your research too. Do your
Yeah,
research.
you
and
do your research.
So
I hate to say this. I hate to break it down to you. A lot of artists are stupid. A lot of MCs are stupid.
How many
and
artists,
they don't do research.
How many artists you work with that you really think have their fucking paperwork together? BMI, ASCAP,
less
whatever.
than
How
10%.
many you think?
Less than 10%.
Exactly.
Is that something you
So-
have together?
Of course. I own Die4 Productions as a LLC. You know, everything I do is by the book.
Hold up. Go ahead, man. You good? Don't worry about it. We're not filming the show now. You do your thing. No, do your thing. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You know, I make sure all my paperwork, because when this business plan that I have does pull through, guess what? I don't owe anybody shit, and I own everything.
You said something that most artists don't say. You said the business plan. Most people say, hey, I'm going to jump in my closet. I'm going to record this unmixed track, put it on SoundCloud, and they just sit back and wait for record labels to come
But you can buy your company now in that same closet that you recorded in. Go to LegalZoom.com. Read a fucking thing. You know, like, go read your shit. It's all right. It's on your fucking phone. Go get your paperwork
You got
right.
your paperwork correct?
No.
See? This is the artist I'm talking about.
Hey, this is what we're here for, though.
Don't worry about it.
No,
'Cause
it's
me
a
and
big
Diar
deal,
Lansky-
though.
Me
It's
and
a big
Diar
deal.
Lansky are making a business class, and you can sign up, man. Don't worry
No,
about it.
but it is a big deal to have, like, because look, you do a song that you put out publicly on Facebook and it gets placed somewhere, you only get your monetization from like YouTube or whatever it's on instead of your royalties of the song registered with whatever you're from. Like, I mean, that's huge. That's huge.
I mean, that'd be important if I was trying to make money out of it, which I'm sure most of
Drakk, shut off his mic. We do this
But,
thing. We do this thing.
trying to make
If somebody
money out of
lies,
it.
if somebody lies at the table, we shut off the mic. And when you say I don't want to make no
Where-
money off it, we got to shut off your mic.
All right.
No, you know money. You
Mic's
don't care
still
about
on.
the money.
Mic's
You don't
still
care
on.
about the money.
Yeah,
It's all
Mike's still
good.
on.
You don't care about the money. You're just chilling.
No.
Come on,
Dude, if you-
man.
I'll explain it.
Go.
Yeah,
It's-
I wanna
it's
hear
your
it.
show.
Let's go. Let's
hear
You got
this.
the mic,
I'm ready.
man.
I wanna hear
No,
it.
because there's also a difference of like loving something and having something set up in life. You feel me? So I feel it. Like I definitely want it because I'm trying to make money and I love hip hop to death. So like you know,
Listen,
for real.
There's
Like
not
I really
much
want to hear.
thing I love more than money. I love God more than anything. I love my girlfriend more than money, and then money's right there.
Right
A closed
there.
door. A closed
Everybody,
door.
For sure.
But
Yeah,
explain your situation.
No, it'd be cool to make money, man, but I don't make music
My
for
girlfriend's
money,
sitting over
man.
there, so I gotta say
make music like for myself. I make music to help me and like help other people.
So then, if you make it
I
for
don't
yourself,
give a fuck about the money, man.
why do you upload it on SoundCloud?
Because some of my homies like it, and if they like it, I'll give them it, man.
But you know,
It's
you can
like-
make it for yourself and then monetize yourself as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, no, for sure.
might as well.
I just don't. I don't do that. I'm not on the business side of it, and that's cool. Like I just do it for myself.
Do you want somebody to step in and take over the business side of it? Would that help you out, or you just no money at all?
No, I wouldn't even want that, man.
Just don't want to make no money off anything.
Wow.
Just all peace, love, and hip hop.
It's like if it happens, like that's cool, but that's not why I'm doing it. If I was trying to make money, I would not be making the music I would be making.
I
And
wanna
I
hear
don't
the
think
music.
a lot. I don't know what your guys' music sounds like, but if it doesn't sound like Future and fucking Drake,
Diar Lansky
then
makes
we're
trap
not
music
we're
on
not
Hooded
trying to
Red
be
Night.
making money with music, man.
Right.
If you're
So
really trying to make money, you'd be
Ex-
making the same exact shit
I sound like
everybody else is
Migos.
putting out.
Explain what type of
Okay.
music you think you make, then.
What I make? Shit that makes people think. I mean, shit that takes me fucking hours and days and weeks to write. Shit that like is true to me. And,
And you don't think that's worth money? If it takes you
No,
hours
This
and weeks
is,
to
this is
write.
why I like Diar Lansky being on the show. I don't have to do anything. Diar Lansky's
No,
in
no,
there
I'm
with
just
the follow-up
saying, like,
questions. I don't have to do anything.
Look, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're spending weeks on a song, guess what? So do artists on a painting, and they sell it. They still do it because it's them and it's their expression.
Yeah.
But this is also because you love it like you do. It's also a trade, brother.
Yeah,
you feel
yeah.
me? Like, let's make money off that trade.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that, like a motherfucker go to locksmith school or you know
Yeah.
did anything. Like, I mean, this
But
is your
let me
passion.
ask you this
Yeah,
question. You do want to be seen by more people, correct?
Yeah, that's the goal.
So
That's the
why,
goal.
if you're just making it for yourself, why would you want to be seen by more people?
I'd say most of the reason is for myself, man. There's also fucking 10% of it, yeah. That, like I like other people enjoying it, but most of it is just for me. And like,
Of course.
most of the time, writing to myself. It's like directed towards me.
I respect that, man.
Which is dope.
I
No,
respect it, yeah.
that's dope.
Cheek to rapper, do you do this to make money? Put the Hennessy
That's
bottle
dope.
on the table. It's all good, man. They're not paying us yet.
Y'all
but we're gonna
see,
get there.
y'all
Come
see,
on,
they made
man.
me bring the Hennessy bottle out, right?
You act like an
It wasn't
alcoholic.
me. It
Whenever
wasn't
you have
me.
to go underneath the table to
Alright,
drink,
alright,
that's an
alright,
alcoholic,
alright,
man.
alright, alright.
Do you do this to make money?
Shout out to
Of course.
alcoholics.
I definitely want to make money. More so, you see me with the brand. You live and you learn clothing. We are here to establish more so our place in the market. So that comes with the business side. That comes with making money. That comes with it. But the love is for the art. The love is for the music. The love is for the clothing, the art, everything about the art genre we love. But all in all, we're gonna make sure.
But it's about the money.
We're
It's
gonna
about
keep the paperwork right.
It's about the Skrilla.
and we're
Let's
gonna
break
make
it
sure
down, man.
we get the money.
You do this for money?
Definitely, of course. I mean, I love hip hop and I love making music to the death, like Diar said. But you know, ultimately, it feels good to be compensated for something that you work hard on. You know, it's and
that's what
because me, like you said, 90% of the time I'm giving the shit away anyways. I'm giving it away. It's like here, you know, and in return, you know, you have that good faith. Like, okay, man, hey man, somebody might see me on the street. Hey, I remember you. You hooked me up with a CD, and it's like, okay, you know what? I got this other album, man. Hey, check this out. Give me a couple bucks, or give me what you got. You know.
And you know what it is, and you are right though. We do it for ourselves because
we do it for ourselves.
You know, like for real. Otherwise, we wouldn't do it. But the thing is when we are at our best, let's capitalize on that.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Let's not
at our rawest form. Let's capitalize on that in our inner sense, if you will.
Let's not pretend.
Let's
not pretend that the music industry doesn't suck.
Yeah.
And truthfully, if we were in it for money, we wouldn't be in this industry.
They call us starving artists for a reason.
This
starving
industry
artists
doesn't make as much money as it should, and doesn't make as much money as it used to be in the early 2000s. Let me ask you a question then. What is your ultimate goal? God comes down. He says, "What up, young Bach? I'm gonna hook up one of your artists." I say, "Hook up my boy." He says, "What do you want in life? What do you want?"
To be heard by as many people as
you thought
possible.
that was Jesus, right? Because he walked up and I said that. Yeah, I got you.
Well, that was Moses, but
man,
and just to tour, man, just to do shows all over, and just to have as many people here as possible.
By the way, that's how
So
that's how you make the money is touring.
Your ultimate goal is just as much people that can hear it possible.
And put out as much work as I can. That's the actual.
But you gotta eat, man. I don't know if you.
I work.
The human body, it has to, you know, it needs nutrition to survive.
I got 3 other jobs.
I understand, but if you're gonna go on tour, you can't work.
Yeah, but you can save up.
We got a lot of vacation
So
time.
mentally, you going into writing, recording, making a video, you say, I don't care about the money. I'm doing this for the love.
Yeah.
But that's money you putting into it too.
True.
You know what I'm saying? You're spending.
Not all the time.
If you want quality shit, you got to spend some money to do it. You know what I mean?
Usually I do it by myself, or like I have friends that are very good at it too.
You know?
And that's what it is. Technology in 2017.
That's the beauty of technology.
You can do everything by yourself. You don't need
blessed.
nobody.
We're blessed because
you know, but you got to buy the equipment to do it. You
that.
You got to invest in yourself, like you said. You know, either you're gonna buy your own equipment, or you're gonna pay somebody.
No matter what, you're investing time. Always
money.
invest money,
You know,
but it just depends on the fluctuation of that.
Listen, man.
Can you
Time away from
spend
the
more of
family?
your time than you do money? Do you know how to do your own videos? Do you know, because again, we're there. So no, I feel you, homie.
Listen,
like
man,
I feel you.
It seems like you're at self-peace and you're at peace.
And that's lovely.
Everybody else is this table, so you keep doing your thing, man. Cheek, let me ask you the same question.
Yes, sir.
God comes down. He says, "Young Bach, it's good to see you again." I say, "How you doing, sir?" Cheek the rubber, hook him up. He comes to you, he says, "What do you want in life? What do you want?" When it comes to this music thing.
Music, man, I gotta inspire. I've been through so much, you know, and when I write these rhymes, when I write these lines, I'm putting my life in the music. Like I've been a student of the game. My dad, he was 17 when he had me. I was born 92, so he was into everything. So it's hip hop. So I've been a student of the game since day one. So when I step inside the booth, I'm doing it for everybody before me.
So you know what God said?
What'd he say?
He says every time somebody listens to your music, they're going to be inspired, and he floats back up into heaven, and now you're stuck in the same position. You should have asked for a little bit of cheddar, right? You should have asked for a little bit bigger audience, right?
No, most definitely. I'm not
I
going
don't want to come in between your conversation with you and God, man. But I'm just saying, maybe we should do this.
I'm not going to ask for that because I'm going to put the work in.
You're not going to ask for money. You're not going to ask for a big audience.
No. I'm going to ask to continue to inspire.
I respect that.
Because I'm going to find a way to make
We might have to
more
cut
money.
off your mic in a minute because I think you're lying.
Nah,
but
fam. I'm here to inspire.
Jesus comes down. He says, "What do you want in life? What do you want from this music game? I'm going to help you out." What do you do?
I'll be like, Lord, I'm your servant. Do with me your will. Put me in the places you want me to be. Put me in the positions you want me to be in. Put me wherever you want me to go. And I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you want me to make music behind the scenes on the stage, do whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, wherever God puts me, it's up to him. It's not what I want. It's what God wants.
Best answer I've had at the B-side forum, man. Best
1,
answer.
2, 1, 2.
Diar Lansky. Jesus comes down. Jesus, Muhammad, whoever you believe in, Diar Lansky, he comes down. He says, "Diar Lansky, I've been watching you. I've seen you work. What can I help you out with? What do you do?"
If I'm actually in a conversation, I'm already dead, and I just say, take care of my family. You know what I mean?
Second best answer.
You know what I mean? Like, just take care of my family. I didn't.
Just take care of your family and Wayne, right? And you guys
Yeah,
are good.
well, that is my family. You know what I mean?
there you go.
We're
there you go.
twins. It's just he's a little taller.
You guys
now.
look alike, too.
You know, he's a little taller now.
got
But nah, you know, honestly, musically though, with my music, just, you know, I want my fans and everything just know I'm consistently improve. You know what I mean? Like everybody should do in life, whether it's personal or in a studio. Everything I do is gonna improve and learn more, and you're gonna learn more from my music by that.
So let's do this. You guys all gave me the hippie answer. If you want to go around the table again, because everyone said I want to inspire, I want to do as you want me to do.
By the way, saying my family's taken care of, I can't take care of my family without money.
I understand 100%.
So, boom.
I understand 100%.
Got
So
it.
everybody, you're happy where you're at right now in life when it comes to music. I understand if you have a wonderful family, you have a wonderful job, but when it comes to music, you're happy where you're at.
No.
Then you should ask Jesus for some more stuff, right? I try to hook you up. I try to hook you up with my connects.
Like I said, God has me in this place where I'm at this point in my life for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's just this is where I'm supposed to be.
So maybe Jesus is a bad example. If you could be anywhere where you want right now with your music, where would you be?
I'd be just talking to some kids, man, and letting them know what my story is and stuff. You know where I'm at. I'd be talking to the kids and let them know that there's better tomorrow, man. It's like where people who are struggling, people who are going through things, and you know, it's like shit, man. It's like I'm a living example of being down on the bottom and you know, God
Pulling
put me in this
yourself up
position.
from the bootstrings,
Yeah,
making
exactly.
it happen.
Let's do,
I
you know,
respect
and
it,
that's where I'd want to be. I'd want to be sitting in a room full of kids, you know, and someone who's listening and felt something that I said to my music.
Respect.
So if you could be anywhere in your career right now, Chico Rebel, where would you be?
Man, we on
Staples
stage.
Center.
We on stage with
Now
it.
we getting the answers. Now we getting something going, man.
Oh man, we definitely
Ain't nothing wrong
on
with the
stage
stage
with it. We definitely on stage with it. And when I said inspire, it's just more so telling a story where I came from, where we going.
Where'd you come from?
Trenton, New Jersey.
And what's the difference between Trenton, New Jersey, and Los Angeles, California?
Nothing.
No different?
Not much.
There has to be a little bit difference.
Of course, but it's not much.
I've seen Jersey, man. I
Yeah,
don't know.
but it's not much, man. We're all going through the struggle. You know what I mean? Like my mom had my older brother when she was 14. She had me when she was 16. I graduated from college. I was the first person on both sides of my family to graduate college.
Congrats,
Yes, sir.
man. That's dope.
You know
That's
what I
really
mean?
dope.
Cheers.
What college you go to, man?
Delaware State University.
There you go.
There you
That's
go.
dope, man.
So the
That's
first
dope.
person, so like, you know what I mean? We all come from it, and that's what You Live and You Learn Clothing stands for. You live, you go through your experiences, and you learn. What are you doing after you went through your experiences? What are you giving back to the world? What are you giving back to the community? And that's what I'm about. Let's get in front of 20,000 people, and let's tell them that and what they going to
See,
do.
we're getting the good answers now. We're getting the good answers. That's what I'm saying. What could you
get
be
it.
if you could be anywhere you want in your music career? You talk to Jesus now. Young BACA's coming in. And he's saying, "What's up? What do you want to do? Let's make this happen." What do you do?
Just tour, man. Perform, be on stage with work with my idols would be the biggest thing.
Who are your idols?
I mean, I've already worked with one, Chip the Ripper.
I appreciate it. Oh, I thought you were talking about me. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Baca,
Sorry, no,
Baca,
sorry. You already
Young
said your answer.
Baca,
It's
Young
good.
Baca.
I'd love to work with Bone Thugs, man. Game. I mean, Biggie. But yeah.
Time out. You said you worked with Chip the Ripper? What?
Yeah, no, that shit's a drink.
Was
come
you in the
true,
booth
man.
with him?
That's what peace and
No,
love
we,
gets you, man.
we emailed back and forth. So I opened for him like
when you
2
have
years
peace
ago.
with yourself, things will come to you, man. I'm with it.
Yeah,
that's dope.
So your ultimate thing would be, hey, work with more people I'm inspired by, get on more stages, have more people be inspired by my music.
Yeah, exactly.
How long you been in LA now?
What?
How long have you been in LA?
4 months?
That's a short time, man.
Yeah.
That's a really short time.
Yeah.
What's the difference between the LA hip hop scene and the San Diego hip hop scene?
There's not much of a scene in San Diego. When I was
A
down,
little scene.
yeah, when I was down there, I left when I was 18, so I didn't really.
How old are you now?
I'm 25.
Oh, okay.
I'm 25.
So there's a difference between being in LA for 4 months and leaving San Diego when you're 18. What'd you go in between that?
I was in Monterey for 6 years for school, so I was doing the scene out there: San Jose, Monterey, Santa Cruz. There's a
shit.
big scene in San Jose. Man.
Shout out
There's
my
people
dudes,
that-
Souls of Mission, man. They're my dudes right there.
All
They
up to
plus
5
homies.
is a big scene, man.
That's a
Yeah.
great
All the
scene.
big cities you hit up before after 5, it's a big scene.
So I can't really speak on San Diego that much, but
Speak on San Jose. What's the difference between San Jose and LA?
way more opportunity out here, man. The music is like, I mean, they got like, it's more Bay Area shit. It's more like, it's still like Fizz, hypey music, like a little bit, you know.
It's dope, man.
Yeah,
That's
no,
the type of
it's
music
cool.
that Diar Lansky makes. That's how it's set the night.
It's
I
cool.
beg to
You
differ,
say
man.
that.
San Diego
You
got
say
a
that,
scene,
but
man.
hey, look, Speaking of Bay Area, shout out my dude Chop Black from the Who Riders. We just dropped.
You always have somebody to shout out, man.
Hey man,
you always
Friday,
have somebody to shout
2020
out.
Vision.
No matter
check it
what
out.
city,
Produced
no
by
matter what
Diar
city,
Lansky,
I'll be like,
baby.
yeah, Iowa's cool.
Nah.
Diar Lansky be like, yo, shout out
Do
to my
the
people in
knowledge.
Iowa,
Do the
man.
knowledge. Like it came out, but
Yeah, I think my guy over here can talk about San Diego, man.
Yeah, talk to me about San Diego, man. I see the SD hat
I'm
on.
straight San Diego, straight up.
You got super
to the
excited when I said
depth of
San
it.
Diego.
South San Diego, man, it's like, you know, there's a scene out there, man. It's, you know the right people, you know the people. I mean, me, I've been out here for a minute and stuff, but me, I represent SD. And like my brothers are multi-platinum artists. You know, my other brothers, it's like, you know, I got a lot of people that are all
Who are your brothers?
POD.
Okay.
You know,
That's
and,
your brother?
That's my brothers right there. You know, that's my
Again,
family.
like he had a subtle name drop. You have the subtle name drop.
But,
You know what I'm saying?
That's for another. That's
your
for another
bitch
time.
Diar Lansky's
But,
like,
you know,
yeah, my cousin-in-law
but
Ludacris was feeling my.
It's
Whoa.
like just to see what they did and
That's the epitome of San Diego too, right? That's the epitome of San Diego.
Yeah.
That's San Diego to the fullest.
yeah, that's right. But like, I tell you what, that's to see what they did, like from coming up from nothing to where they're at now, and to see like my friends that I grew up with and everybody who's in the music scene. It's like all my friends are artists and stuff, you know, like back home and stuff. You know, everybody's doing something, you know, and people that I've come across when I go back home and visit. It's there, and it's there for the taking, man. You just if you put yourself in it and stuff, you know, it's like you can't expect somebody just to say, oh hey man, come do this. It's like, but you know, just
Well, that's life, right? In life, you can't expect someone to be like, I got you, I'll take care of you.
No,
know
you
what I'm
gotta
saying?
go
work
out there,
for it.
man. We have go and put in your work. It's like I tell you, when I go back home and I go out to a spot with my homies and stuff, and it's like, dude, let's do this. You know, let's go on and stuff. You know, like
I'm gonna ask you some questions. You don't have to answer anything, but I see that you have a Coke when everyone else has a Heineken, Hennessy, and Miller High Life. Why is that?
because I don't drink anymore.
No more. It's
I
done
don't drink.
with.
I don't drink. I don't do no drugs and stuff. I'm sober. 8 months. And
8 months, man.
Hey.
Congratulations,
eight
dude.
months, 10
Congratulations, man. That's
you know,
big.
I did a stint in rehab. You know, I did.
Seemed like it paid off, though. Seemed like it's working.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. It saved my life. You know, I was at a
Wow.
spot for a couple months. You know, I was in a fucked up place in my life just last year.
So dope.
Last
So
year
dope.
at this time, I was in a fucked up place.
Congratulations,
And
man.
And now you're here, you're hanging with Young Baca.
Hey, you know
B-side.
what?
Whoa.
What's crazy?
Thing, man.
You know what's crazy? Fuck that shit. So I met this dude on Saturday. You know what I mean? And
Saturday night we had Crooked Eye over at the Tiki
yeah,
Bar.
in Costa
Yeah.
Mesa, and even before we went on, motherfuckers was networking and doing their thing and this and that, and then
And the CDs back and forth. People
handing
like, I can't
CDs
play
and
this,
just doing
but
the
so
thing,
take it
but just
anyways.
having real
I got you.
conversations. And then the way the night ended up, that's why shows like that are dope. They're intimate. You feel me? They're
Especially
like
a spot like that,
yeah,
right?
a spot like that.
super
That's what I'm
intimate,
saying.
yeah.
Shows like that, you got a good group there. Everyone kind of huddles together, and it was dope. And I mean, this motherfucker hit it off like that. You know what I mean?
Did y'all
So-
know y'all was coming here today?
Nah.
Hey, go ahead,
Nah,
Wayne.
I just
thought I-
Hold up.
Hey,
Go
we
ahead.
pulled
Go
up
ahead,
at the
Wayne.
same
You
time.
good.
He was like,
Go ahead, Wayne.
What's up,
We're not
guys?
filming the show or none. Do your thing, Wayne. Go to the restroom.
Oh man.
Go ahead.
So y'all
Nah.
just saw today?
We
Y'all
just
pulled
nah.
up?
I didn't know he was
Well,
gonna
you
be on
saw
it
you
until
saw today when the flyer
when you
dropped,
sent me
right?
the flyer,
Yeah,
Ken,
yeah.
you know what's
Okay,
crazy?
I didn't get the flyer till like 4:30.
Hey, but look, the crazy
Wow.
part is this second time BACA did this to me, because the last time I was here, we had Z-Guns and Badachi and them dudes here, and I made music with these dudes like years and years ago, and always kept had no idea they were gonna be here. So same thing. We both up at the same time. I heard, "What up, Diar?" Like, so Young BACA
Listen,
always putting it down. You
I
know
Young
bring
what I mean?
BACA.
people-
Young
I bring
BACA
people
always
together.
putting it
Shout out
I
to
always
Young
tell you,
BACA.
man. I
You
bring
know what I
people
mean?
together. Relationships, girlfriend, boyfriend,
Hey.
friends.
Always
Networking, I do all that, man.
Always
I
makes
got
fun
you.
of me that I
I
know
got you.
everybody, but
Listen.
yet I'm linking people together.
Diar Lansky. I could be like, yo, man, shout out to my people in Ohio. Diar Lansky. Oh, Ohio, man. Shout out to my people in Ohio. Big G, Big W. Oh, man, I see you out there. Every city, every state, no matter how big or small, Diar Lansky has everyone to shout
Hold
out.
up. Can we give a shout out to DJ NIMFO?
Come
Yeah,
on,
man.
man.
DJ
Do
NIMFO's
it.
like the ones and twos
Hey,
doing
on the
this
ones
thing,
and
man.
twos.
Diar Lansky,
My
let me
homie.
ask you the same question.
Let's go.
If you could have anything in your music career right now, what would you have? What would you do?
Well, actually, it's 9:42 on West Coast, so I'd be still asleep because I'm in Europe touring. It might be like 12 o'clock, or 1 o'clock and shit. You know what I mean? So when I wake up, I'll answer that question. You know what I mean?
There you go, man. B-side form. Let's take a break. Let's play everybody's music videos. Everybody here has a music video to play.
Yeah.
We'll do that. I'll let these guys go to the restroom, do the thing, get a smoke break, and we'll come back in about 10 minutes.
Yes, sir.
B-side form, baby.
Yeah.
DJ NIMFO on the ones and twos, track in the background.
B-side.
B-side 4.
Let's go.
Narcotic addiction is poisoning the blood of our country. Vice feeds on vice. And if he is lucky, he dies early. Maybe from an overdose. But he's long past the point of no return. In the end, if you want to defeat your enemy, you must first know him.
I'm on that long, hard road, relapses and recovery. Trying to get a grip, it got me fucked up mentally. Everybody watching me as I gamble with my sanity. The voices in my head, got demons trying to battle me. I'm dragging through the mud with the drugs and my family. Dodging all these bullets, getting tests done randomly. What can I do? Lose control, you don't know me so. Bullshit is for the clowns who can't hang in the rodeo. I walk the tightrope, maintain and keep my balance. Going through ups and downs, man up and face the challenge. Always ask myself, is all of this really worth it? No excuse for what I do, cause it's true, nobody's perfect. I know the truth hurts, even believe your eyes. A never-ending journey to figure out who am I. Life is never easy, so I'm dealing with these skeletons. How hard you gotta fall, get up, and hit the road again.
Dazed and confused, trying to find a way. Will I make it down this road to see another day? Down on my knees as I start to pray.
Hope the Lord hears these words I say.
Hey, I'm dazed and confused, trying to find a way. Will I make it down this road to see another day? Down on my knees as I start to pray.
What am I to do when I'm going through the motions? Go back to my ways, it's like playing with explosives. I know that shit happens, who's to blame? I'm the one. Feeling real confused, wondering what have I done? It must be the rush from the chemical reaction. You can see it in my eyes, can't hide when I'm relapsing. On that long, hard road that only hits rock bottom. Don't wanna crash and burn, needing help to fix this problem. Holding on by a thread, often tend to bend the rules. It's that path that you take, it's hard to break a chain of fools. It's the devil in disguise, white lines and clouds of smoke. Got you weak in the knees and it always leaves you broke. Take the good with the bad, where's this path gonna lead me? The lies, they're only meant to deceive me. I seen it all before, living life without fear. On the long, hard road, let's go, the end is near.
I'm dazed and confused, trying to find a way. Will I make it down this road to see another day? Down on my knees as I start to pray.
Hope the Lord hears these words I say.
Hey, I'm dazed and confused, trying to find a way. Will I make it down this road to see another day? Down on my knees as I start to pray.
I'm going crazy, medicate to help me through this. No ifs, ands, or buts, no more making up excuses. I know it's fucking hard without a job and flat broke. Been digging through the trash, recycle cats to score some dope. I can't tell you why I'm higher than a flying saucer. Red eyes are from the tears for these years without my father. I got so much to lose, need to stop and pay attention. Staying up all night, my wife prays for intervention. Running wild, I've been there and did it. They say sky's the limit, shit, I overdid it. One life to live, so why should I quit it? I think it's time for a change, I'll be the first to admit it.
I'm dazed and confused, trying to find a way. Will I make it down this road to see another day? Down on my knees as I start to pray.
Hope the Lord hears these words I say.
Hey, I'm dazed and confused, trying to find a way. Will I make it down this road to see another day? Down on my knees as I start to pray.
Sitting in court should give the same feeling as building a fort. Children at court, but we're too busy and ridden with sore. Villain for sport, won't be happy till a million or more. Drifting ashore, then preparing funeral kits in the morgue. Riddling drawer for a little bit more than just lifting the score. Hitting the store for liquor and hordes in a swisher or four. Kitchen to pour, flick the pick in the roar, lifting a snore. Kissing the floor, swift at the dorm, it's like this is a chore. Prison accords, crippling your ideal vision of war. Basilica scorn, written in law, what you listen and fall. Lifting the sword in the mission of law, go get your award. Piss on the poor with the fifth of VL bars to core. This is the gore, ignorance born, result of swindling whores. Instilling swarms of the frictionless towards bliss when you're bored. Pictures the swarm riches galore into the vision before. Smitten the dawn, sixes and horns, finding don't you wanna see the bottom of the layer cake? Snatching all the crumbs, I hope that you can take the weight. Don't bother with the fork, just have to scrape the plate. Fly with me, cry for me, I won't feel a thing. Don't you wanna see the bottom of the layer cake? Snatching all the crumbs, I hope that you can take the weight. Don't bother with the fork, just have to scrape the plate. Fly with me, cry for me, I won't feel a thing. Offering up the stock of our love, offer a buck, dove, a swallowing lunch, following grub. Father's a drunk, the daughter is dub, moderate slut, alter the butt, the knock met the bust, off with the gut, talking it up, lockers or blunts, calling her stuff, walks with a strut, does not give a fuck, harboring grudge, starts with the suns, pot hits the lungs, dropping the dub, off to the clubs, popping the bub, onto the drugs, Molly on tongue, awful it was, down had to come, off in the rush, the doctor with bum, nausea plus, coughing up blood, hard to be judged, authors are rough, copy of trust, for bottles of tusk, darker than rust, tossing for fun, a watermelon, jolly for slush, strong and it sucks, oxy gets crushed, all this you want, cautious because rock's not enough, stops for a month, calls up the plug, got to be numb, taught to be dumb, caught in a rut, then locks in his stump, coughing his plunge, don't you wanna see the bottom of the layer cake, snatching all the crumbs, I hope that you can take the weight, don't bother with the fork, just have to scrape the plate, fly with me, cry for me, I won't feel a thing. Don't you wanna see the bottom of the layer cake? Snatching all the crumbs, I hope that you can take the weight. Don't bother with the fork, just have to scrape the plate. Fly with me, cry for me, I won't feel a thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Young Bach. You're back to the B-Side Forum. Everyone went did a thing. We played your video right now and your video, man. Explain your video what it is, man, because it looks like you're in the desert dancing. You gotta talk in the microphone, yeah.
So that was shot in Monterey.
There you
go. That idea just came up randomly. The lines are all over the place. It's kind of random, kind of scatterbrained. But it's basically about don't chase after materialistic things. And so the cake represents, sex, drugs, money, women, any kind of vice that you can get attached to. And then at the end, I eat the cake, and it basically destroys me. So that's the.
We were talking before the cameras came back on about how you gave up every other fight except cigarettes.
Yeah.
Cigarettes is the less of all the evils, right?
Yeah.
What did you have to give up?
I used to drink too much and do, cocaine.
You never drink too much. You can do too much cocaine, you can't drink too much.
There's like 4 years of my life that I don't remember, so I think I drank a little too much. And
that's
like some people can do it, but I just can't, so I had to put it down. And yeah, so I've been sober like 2 years.
So I guess the cigarettes are the less of all the evils, right?
Yeah.
Do you smoke weed though?
No.
Explain your video, man.
My video is called Dazed and Confused.
Which is your life story, right?
Yeah, Dazed and Confused. Well, it's about drug addiction and the battles of drug addiction. About it was originally titled The Long Hard Road, and then I changed it to Dazed and Confused and stuff. It was just about my battle with my demons and stuff.
So there was a moment when I was coming to the show tonight, because usually we have the alcohol, we have the Hennessy, we have people smoking weed, and I was like, maybe we shouldn't have it because it's insensitive for someone that's just recently sober. Is it hard for you to be around the alcohol and the weed? Because even at the show, you at a bar, Is that tough for you to do?
I was at the bar reading my Bible.
That's that's probably the first time at that bar somebody read the Bible.
I swear, I was set, and I got Bible on my phone and stuff.
So it's not hard for you to do?
No, because I built up my immune system. To it. It's like, because for me personally, what I did is, what I do, it doesn't work for everybody, but it's like, I don't separate myself from it. I don't separate and not do the things that I like to do as far as going to shows and doing and being around the people that I love and people who are doing it. To each his own. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, you know, when I go to a bar and stuff, you know, I don't have a problem drinking a soda because I'm already like where I'm at in my recovery. It's already like, you know, like I said, I built up my immune system to like my own self immune system. You know, like where I'm not gonna be tempted with doing it because I know where it's gonna lead me. You know
And isn't that the true testament of the test, though? To be able to live your normal life that you used to do intoxicated, and now you handle business in your life now sober.
Exactly.
That's the true testament of what you're doing, brother.
Exactly.
You feel me?
That's what I'm doing.
You know what I mean?
Like, I'm not
my
gonna
life's not gonna change. The habit's gonna change.
Exactly. So like I go to bars with my friends. I go to bars with my wife. You know, and
It has to be a little awkward going to bar with your wife, right? It has to be a little awkward.
No, it's cool. No,
So your wife is drinking and you're just chilling.
Yeah, it's cool.
And there's no temptation.
Not at all. Not one
Hey,
bit.
man.
I tell her.
Respect, man.
You go ahead and have a
Respect.
drink. I said I'll drive because before it was opposite. It was the opposite where like I'm getting hammered.
She had all these years, but she had to drive you home. So now maybe you can make it
Now
up
it's
and
cool.
drive
Like,
her home.
and for you know for the most part she doesn't do it. You know, just because like it's just out of the respect.
But it's different levels too, you know.
You know, I mean, I've been with my wife for 13 years now. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yes,
like, you know,
sir.
we've been
A
through
long time, man.
and we've done drugs together. We've done like everything together, and she's a ride or die. You know what I'm saying? So she's been with me through thick and thin. She stood with me through this whole situation that I went through, and she's still with me. You know what I'm saying? And now it's just like I said, we're like, I mean, I'm still building my trust. Don't get me wrong. You know, for me to go out and do things alone, you know, she still doesn't. You know, she still struggles with it. You know, as far as
She
me getting
struggles
out.
that you might relapse and
Exactly.
start drinking.
Yeah,
and doing
but
that.
I mean, I've told her, it's like, you know what? I'm not trying to go back where I was. For me personally, I'm like,
But you have to understand why she's hesitant, right?
yeah,
Like, you're gonna go to a bar in Costa Mesa.
and I
Okay.
understand it, and I get it. But the only thing I can say is that, you know, God's doing something in my life where I don't want that no more. Because before, I mean, I've tried it before, where I was doing, you know, I said, yeah, I'm gonna stop. You know, I'm not gonna do it. Then turn around right back, and I'm right back doing the same thing. But this time it was just something different. Where, you know, I got, you know, I'm not gonna lose my family and my work and my security over some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, like I said, a 1 hour or 2 hour high is not gonna. It's not gonna do nothing good for me. You know what I'm saying? Because why I'm gonna lose everything that I built up. You know what I'm saying?
Was that what got you straight? The fact that you might lose your family?
Yeah, for one. Yeah, I'm gonna lose my life. You know, either I'm gonna lose my life, or I'm gonna lose and my family, my kids. You know, it's like, you know, it ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? My kids and my wife and my life is everything. You know what I'm saying?
So you gave up the alcohol, you gave up the drugs. Why not just give up hip hop?
Because it's hip hop is what I do.
You can't give it up, right? You can't give it up.
Because hip hop is a way of life,
You the man,
and
dude.
addiction doesn't have to be. You feel me?
No, I mean, but that was like on the table too. Trust me, because you know, because
yeah, it's
because
way of life,
that
yeah.
was on the table. You know what I'm saying? Like the conversation me and my wife had was like, you can't be doing this stuff. You know, you can't, because you can't put yourself in those situations.
Because she associated the hip hop shows on that with
because
this, right?
Because
Yeah.
hip hop is associated with drugs and alcohol. She's been with me in the studios, and she knows exactly what happens. You know, like we come from a musical background and stuff. You know, like her brothers, like, you know, they do music and stuff too, and so she knows. I mean, she's been around me for so long, and so, you know, that she knows what we do.
You know what's crazy is people say that hip hop is always have to do with drugs and alcohol. Actually, all music have.
Yeah,
Because
all of it.
Original
But
music
hip hop
people,
just gets the bad rap.
yeah.
Right?
You know, like people have been going to bars and shit like that and listening to all sorts of music since music started. You know, brothels and all sorts of shit. Like, but hip hop has to do with alcohol and
Has
drugs.
there been a time where your wife said, "Hey, Diar Lansky, maybe we give this up. Maybe you just go sell insurance. Maybe you just be a loan officer. Maybe you go work at a bank." Has there been a time when she said that?
You know what? Everyone has struggles with money. You know what I mean? What?
Especially when you're chasing a dream, right?
Especially
There's
when
nobody
chasing
that's
a
chasing
dream.
a dream that doesn't have struggle
Look,
with money.
I'll tell you what. I met my wife. I was living in Florida in a good ass job. I was a
Shout out to everybody in Florida, right?
Yeah. You know,
Shout out to all my people in Florida.
Hey, all my Florida people, right? You know what I mean? But
So the Trick
you know,
Daddy.
I had a great job.
Shout out to my boy Trick Daddy. I see you.
I had a
I see you
great-
working.
You know,
literally.
There's a little rapper
had a
named Rick
great
Ross.
job.
I don't know if you guys know him or not.
Had a great job. Was traveling around, music analyst for this high tech company to make custom made MP3 players and this shit. You know, company kind of faded off. I was like, you know, she's small town Illinois. Met her in small town Florida.
Shout out to my people in Illinois, right?
The bridges.
You know,
Let's
Big
go.
W, Big G.
So, and I said, I'm ready to go back to California. You know, I had engineering jobs here before and shit like that, and she took a risk. She didn't know anybody, no family out here, no nothing. You know what I mean?
And were you husband and wife at that time?
No, we're still not actually husband and wife.
That's a big risk to take when you're not husband and wife.
Yeah, it's huge, especially, I come from a family that I had like my sister and like couple and my like folks, you know what I mean? And she's from a huge family. It's like, you're moving to LA, like, oh, he says he's a music producer, like, type of thing.
There was natural hesitation with that.
Look, everybody, whether you have a lot of money or not enough money, is gonna have money problems. Okay, it's how you deal with it with that. But look, she out here is now a charge nurse at a very nice drug and alcohol rehab in Calabasas. Cares about her clients. She used to be an addict herself before I met her. Has gone through like crazy shit.
Until you saved her life, right?
So yeah, and she says that, and you know what I mean. And it was crazy is when I met her, I was in a new town. I'm an LA dude, so of course I'm cocky.
You
what's
going
funny?
like you own the
I was
town,
in LA,
right?
right? I was living in LA when I moved to Florida, and of course I was just casual gear. I moved out to Florida. Why did I buy new Chucks and Dickies and you know what I mean? So I went to these bars, just. You know what I mean? But met her literally, and I met her on a date. And
you on a date?
She was on a date.
Oh.
And Diar Lansky,
no, and she'll tell you too. I was new in town. We was at a bar. We was actually at an Applebee's, right?
That's
small
a bad
town
guy
shit.
move. You're a bad guy to show
so
that
look,
guy's
I was
girlfriend.
like, I'm on my way to
hour.
Hard Rock Casino in Tampa. And she eavesdropped on my conversation because her date was kind of ignoring her. Like, So she eavesdropped on my conversation. We exchanged numbers. I called her the next day. Me and my girl been together ever since. That's like seven years now.
How do you exchange numbers? Did he go and say, I'm going to use the
restroom? He was the karaoke DJ at that Applebee's.
Nah, he got
Check
played.
that out.
He got played.
And she'll tell you, too, that at that time,
Of course he was ignoring him. He's at work.
No.
Yeah, Diar Lansky,
She was like,
hey, you're a bad guy for this.
She went out with him the night before, though, right? Okay, so and then she was like, he didn't even buy me a beer. So I was on my way to Hard Rock Casino in Tampa. I was like, how long would it take me to get there? She was like, oh, if you leave now, it'll take like 45 minutes. I was like, cool. So we just start chopping it up. He's doing his thing. So
he's walking, trying to make a living. Right?
You know what I'm saying? Look,
LA Diar Lansky.
Well, guess what?
What's up?
Y'all? I'm from East Riverside. I see a pretty girl. I'm gonna talk to her.
Like.
Period.
You know people think Riverside, that's what they think, right?
But look, that's what you gotta be polite,
You know you're single-handedly changing the stigma that's associated with Riverside.
I hope
you're
so.
Single-handedly doing it.
I hope so because I love my town. There's a lot of negativity out there.
They love
right
you too because every time there's Diar Lansky on the flyer, they say Diar Lansky.
Whoa,
that's Riverside right there.
All right, so I'm new to the town.
Give me 1 second. Give me one second.
Go ahead.
So how did you exchange numbers while she was on her date? He went to go DJ. He went to go do his job.
She walked me outside. She walked me outside.
You're still skipping steps though. How did that happen?
Who the fuck is him? I'm from fucking Riverside, homie. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck
That's
is
the first time anybody said that. That's the first time anybody said that.
So she walked me outside. We exchanged numbers, and then she called me that next day, and she was like, "Look, we met there. I got my local bar over here. Why don't you meet me up here?" I was like, "Cool. I'm on my way." Went met up with her. I met her on a Saturday. That was a Sunday, and that was 2010. And now we got 2 beautiful fucking kids. And
there you go, man. That's the American
family.
dream.
So here we go. But
go ahead, say what you gonna say, man.
Nah, I don't even remember what I was gonna say.
You look like Ray J, right? You look like Ray J.
Oh yeah.
You see, that's the radio disc jockey stepping out. Diar Lansky. Diar Lansky knows.
I need it.
I got you.
Time out. I'm gonna answer this. He said I look like Ray J.
You look exactly like Ray J. And I'm not the first person to tell you this, right?
No, you're not. I don't look like nobody. Anywho, love.
He's like, Ray J didn't go to my college.
I'm new. I'm new to the town, so I hear a lot about Inland Empire.
Yeah, the Inland Empire.
I hear a lot about.
You didn't hear a lot about it. You heard somebody say. You didn't hear a lot about it. Okay.
A little bit. So tell me about what it's about to be from Riverside.
Well, honestly, again,
Diar Lansky's the biggest star out of Riverside. Let's
no. There's a lot. No. The IE actually has a cold little culture. You know what I mean? And look, Dirty Birdie. Come on, man. This dude from a group called the Black Spoofs with Sly Boogie and these dudes. I mean, these dudes been putting around a long time, but the IE's a crazy culture because it's
love in the IE.
Yeah,
it's love.
There's love in the IE and
the
everything.
IE to show you love. All the artists in the IE to
because
watch
we're
your
not
set to show you
we're
love.
outside of LA, but we're a drive away. And
but they don't have the same attitude as people that are born and raised in LA. You do your set to show you love, man. IE, it's all love in IE, man. It's all love.
But what's crazy is, I'm from the East Side. You know what I mean? And there's not too many white people from there.
Okay.
And that's just the way it goes. And I'm old now. You know what I mean? Like I'm up near. I'm an '80s baby. So a lot of things have changed in Riverside. And right now I just gotta give a shout out to my homies. Like there's a lot of
Here we go. Go ahead.
Free my dudes, you know what I mean, and rest in peace Diz and rest in peace Lil Ant. I gotta bring notice to this. One of my neps, Lil Ant, just not too long ago was murdered by the Fresno police. You know what I mean, and just a lot of shit happening right now. That's always happened. Hey, you know what I mean. BACA threw me a party for my Back to the Future, and some of my Riverside homies that were coming there got into some, not doing anything wrong, just in process.
Of course.
Had some shit happen over there. Couldn't make it to the party. We did Mike Storm's thing, and my brother Dibbs was murdered that night. You know what I mean? It was Mike Storm's birthday party, and my brother was murdered that night. So while we were celebrating a birthday, I lost my, one of my best friends in the world, and it still happens to this day. So, especially with everything happening right now, just not about Riverside. Like there's, a lot of people don't know what happens in these ghettos and everything because it's not their problem, but there's a real problem out there.
Yes,
you know what I mean? There really is, and being from Riverside gives me a lot of fucking pride because I'm still here today. You know what I mean? And that's
You're
really
a
what I can
superstar
say.
in Riverside, man. Stop downplaying it. Every time Diar Lansky's on the Young Buck Productions flyer, they say Riverside's in the building. Some random person on Facebook that I don't even know says Riverside's in the building, man.
Well, I was born
so
and
you're
raised.
doing something right.
I'm born and
you're
raised.
Doing something right.
I was 1992, 1993, rapping before anybody heard of Eminem.
Ooh,
you know what I
I
mean?
was born in 92.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I'm there 12, 13 years old in middle school, just in ciphers, just I mean, you get in. That's all I used to do was freestyle. But
let me ask you, man.
Yes,
what's
sir.
your transition from New Jersey down to LA?
Man,
Where do you live? What city do you live in?
I'm in currently in Orange County.
So Orange County is a big difference from where you're from in New Jersey, right?
Hell yeah.
So how's
man.
that transition been for you, especially on the music side?
Man, it's definitely from being from the East Coast. I went to school in Delaware. I did shows in Philly. I'm from New Jersey, right? So I seen the music business on the East Coast, and yes, where hip hop started, but there's not a lot of support.
Why is no need support?
Because
it seems my phone blows up. Hey, I'm a rapper from Philadelphia. I'm a rapper from New York. I'm a rapper from New Jersey. It seems like something's going on over there.
It's a lot of pride. I'm not gonna take it away. You rep New York. You rep New York. You rep New Jersey. You rep New Jersey.
Yes, sir.
You rep DC.
That's over the bridge.
You rep DC. However, you only rep DC. You only rep New Jersey. You only rep New York. So
but you're not saying small cities. You're saying
big cities.
Metropolitan
And
cities.
I understand that, but LA, when I came to LA, man, I came to LA June 15th. June 20th, we opened up for Currency. Me and Johnny
I
Quest.
met you. Okay.
We opened up for Currency my 5th day here already.
That had to be nuts, right?
But
Yo,
LA's more
that'd be
spread
nuts.
out.
Yo.
LA's more spread out though. You got the
but
valleys, you got all this
you
shit.
performed in front of what? 600, 700
Yes.
Come on, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
Just right there.
Crazy.
So compared to where it's
And
like
you had this guy, Young Baka, saying, "Hey, what's up? Let's go,
Yes.
let's go."
And I'm
right?
like, yo,
You're
Young Baka,
you're like, yo,
my
fuck
name's
this
Chief
guy,
the
man.
Rebel.
Fuck this guy, dude.
My name's Cheek the Rebel. I'm here in LA. What's good? And then shout out to him, man. He put me on, and we here today. But yo, we came out here, and it was love. It was support. I got the brand. People was like, yo, what's that? What's that? Let me hear your music. It was more support. Where I'm from, it's like, you rap, you got music, you want to do something different.
Listen, that's
You know?
because the people that you know are saying that. Listen, somebody comes up to me and says, "What's up, Young Baka? I rap." I said, "All right, you rap. All right, come on.
Right.
Give me your stuff. Well, it is what it is." It's the same way out here, man. This
You
is
right,
the people
you
you're
right.
associated with.
I see
You're
this dude.
you're in the foreign land. You're a little bit more excited. You know?
Yeah.
I see this dude booking shows too, and he'd be like, "I got this." You know, we booking spots now. They'd be like, "Oh, I'm down to get on the flyer." He says, "Inbox me your music." Like, let me hear that shit
Respect.
first. But that's real. That's
Respect.
real though. I'm not. You know, that's real. And you coming from Jersey
So
too?
I met
homie.
Diar Lansky
No,
too. Let's
yeah,
not
yeah,
play.
like,
Let's
I'm
not
like,
play.
No, for
Right,
real.
right,
But you coming? Look, is there like you asked me a question, so I got you. Is there such a tradition with hip hop in the East Coast that it's hard to move on? Is there such a staple of what East Coast should be that it's hard to, really move on? And
This is Jay-Z and Renegade. I'm Jay-Z. I invited Eminem to be on Renegade, and he's just like outshining me right now. I'm like, yo, come on, man.
No, but
Chill,
for real,
chill,
there's
chill.
such a staple that
All
they
right.
have to that they have to stand behind.
They'll
to
self-entitlement
keep that from
out
East
there.
Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
standard,
I
of
mean,
course. I think the music is transforming. So the music, not necessarily the standard, but being the best and having that clout and being, we from the East Coast and we run shit. Yes, they're striving for that. However,
But it hasn't been like that in a long time. Yeah.
the music
South been
might,
one of the things for a long
yeah,
time.
the music
Yeah.
might not be there,
Well, what's
but they still try to have that pride.
what's crazy is designer. He from fucking Brooklyn. He from the same like projects like Buckshot and them.
And
are
Lil
from.
Kim
You know what I
and,
mean?
yeah.
But
Yeah, like
the complete opposite
Yeah,
of
but because there's a
Buckshot, right?
generation gap.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
There's
It's the
a
complete
generation
opposite.
gap. You got Buckshot from like back in the
Thought he
day.
was from Atlanta.
to dudes now. I mean, you got like designer.
Is that what you see? You see a big generation
There's a
gap?
generation gap.
When
That's
you
why
go
the
to-
music is so different.
When
You
you
know
go
what I'm
to
saying?
shows, you see that generation gap?
Yeah, there's a
You see
generation
Diar
gap.
Lansky doing trap music and stuff?
No, because I'm telling you, we're a lot closer in age than I mean.
I
But
wanna hear
you
from
see
homie,
other
though.
dudes.
You're
I mean, you
24,
see them
right?
like you dudes dancing and shit up there. It's like,
25.
I don't come from the dancing era. You know, it's like the dancing you see back. It was like Kid and Play doing their thing. You know, it's like.
Hey, look, Two Live Crew. If you go listen to some of these albums, like
That was
that's
the
dope
shit.
for what it is. The
I love
shit.
Two Live Crew.
But go listen how it's engineered and shit like that. You'd be like, motherfuckers
Yep.
listen to that nowadays. You'd be like, really?
Move
That's
some.
tight.
Move some
Do
was
you
the shit.
see that? Do you see that? You're a younger man. You're about 24.
That's
I'm
what I'm
26.
saying, like-
do you see that generation gap? Do you go to some shows and be like, yo, this old man up here is bugging?
No, I usually
Maybe not lead because you're Beast Love and Harmony, but
I usually don't like the younger people's music, man.
Dope,
Usually, I mean that's like a different genre now. They took it from rap and they're doing something else with it. I don't really like to think about it.
is
or
it
think
not
about
rap
it.
though?
It
still
is rap.
hip hop?
It's not
It's still
hip-hop, it's
hip-hop.
rap.
I mean,
it's not
I-
hip hop.
It's
I
rap.
don't even.
Why is
think,
it not hip
It's
hop?
still hip hop. All right.
So,
That
so,
shit's like
so
crooning,
let me ask
man.
you,
Sorry to
what's a
cut you off.
mainstream artist right now that you consider not hip hop? A Future, a Migos, anybody
Ooh,
like that? Who's
That's
not hip hop?
Oh, I'm not calling names, but as far as like when you're talking hip hop, you're talking rap, you're talking lyrics, you're talking DJ.
I'm talking hip hop. What's
You're
up?
talking
Yeah, I'm
dancer, you're talking graffiti.
I'm talking
So
hip hop.
mainstream
I'm just saying
artists,
hip
You
hop.
got all the
now-
elements. You got all the elements.
Yes, you gotta have all the elements. So when you're talking hip hop, who's not hip hop right now? 90% of the music we hear today.
Yeah.
Why is it not hip hop?
Because you're missing, because they don't have a connection with the DJ, the lyricist.
Whose fault is that? They're kids. They don't know any better.
It's our fault.
Actually, it's the
It's
one.
not my fault, I'll tell you
It's
that.
not your
No,
fault.
it's the ones playing the music.
Yes.
That's who the fucking fault it is.
So it's
The
CJ
ones that's
Nympho's
making
fault.
it.
Huh?
It's the people.
CJ Nympho's fault.
The people who are at fault
It's
is the
the
people
DJs.
putting that shit out.
You're saying
yeah,
these,
people
you're
putting
saying-
that shit
you're-
out.
Hold on, hold
It
on,
is
hold on.
the DJs.
You're saying these DJs are going up in all these big clubs and they're playing this music,
They're
and they
go-
refuse to play so and so, but to play the Migos and play
Well,
this.
they're not going to get paid for that venue if they don't play
Listen, you're
that.
gonna get your money no matter what, no?
What do you mean?
You get your money. A promoter's not gonna come
You,
up and say
you,
you're
you
not
may
getting paid.
get your money that night, but you may not get hired again if you
So
don't
you're-
play what
you're-
motherfuckers
so
want to
it's
hear.
not the DJ's fault then, because DJ's just trying to do what they could do to pay the rent every month.
It's a consumer
So
fault.
whose fault is it? Illuminati?
Well, actually, you know what it is. Honestly,
Oh.
y'all, fuck that. It's a lack of knowledge. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And I know that's a bigger picture saying that, but it's a lack of knowledge.
Who is the lack of knowledge? If
The
I'm
lack
20
of knowledge
listen,
is the society.
I'm 26.
Because now
I'm
instead
26.
of sitting there when warehouse fucking music opens to fucking buy CDs and look who fucking produced it and shit like that, you'd be like, damn, I got Apple Music. I pay $10 a month. What came out today? Let me listen to
So
this
it's
motherfucker.
gentrification. It's gentrification and technology.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
technology. It's taking it really is taking
We
over
we
because
can't
no one
take
has to
gentri-
do it
we
now.
can't take
Wow.
gentrification and technology to
You,
court.
I mean, but you can't. But it really is. And again,
You know whose fault it is? No one's gonna like it.
And
It's the OG's fault. 'Cause
everything
the
is
OGs,
so-
Yes, it is.
OGs,
It is.
OGs
and what's
didn't
exactly what I
pass
was saying.
knowledge.
And
It
everything
is.
is
Pass down
circle.
knowledge.
Everything is circle.
His
And look,
fault. It's his fault right
Nah,
here.
nah,
I'm OG.
This is exactly.
I'm OG. And I
I'm
pass,
OG.
and
look.
I pass my knowledge to anybody I can, man.
And this is
Right.
But if
exactly what
everybody
we
did
brought
that,
up.
would be okay.
This is
Right.
exactly what we brought up and given like everything is circle. And what we bring up in the beginning of the show. Why would you print up CDs for fucking conversations like this, where I can hand a motherfucker CD and be like, man, enjoy that, because that's different from what you doing right
Learn
now.
something. Learn something. Here
Do
you
the
go.
motherfucking knowledge.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
you know.
Let's do this. Let's take another break. It's getting a little hot in here. People get a little intense. B-side forum, baby.
Lit.
Yeah.
Can't take it, I'm getting sick and tired of the fake shit. What happened to the real hip hop from the basement? Rappers get behind the microphone and don't say shit, and that's how a lot of good beats get wasted. I can't take it, I'm getting sick and tired of the fake shit. What happened to the real hip hop from the basement? Rappers get behind the microphone and don't say shit, and that's how a lot of good beats get wasted. Word to the wise, gotta choose your words wisely, or get bamboozled by Spike Lee, cause I be writing words of inspiration, like the Independence Declaration. I know everybody think they got a float, but my shit hit hard like a hollow point bullet to the heart. Come in contact and things fall apart. Eat rappers all day, a la carte. I'm a lyrical monster, minus corporate responses. Motivated starvation developed by real hunger. I done stood in soup lines way before I knew rhymes could take me out the ghetto and show me a good time. But timing is everything, and everything got a time limit. Gotta keep it real with your image. I'm from a city where talent can be found anywhere, but talent don't pay bills, so who give a care? I can't take it, I'm getting sick and tired of the fake shit. What happened to the real hip hop from the basement? Rappers get behind the microphone and don't say shit, and that's how a lot of good beats get wasted. I can't take it, I'm getting sick and tired of the fake shit. What happened to the real hip hop from the basement? Rappers get behind the microphone and don't say shit, and that's how a lot of good beats get wasted.
It's just nothing. Toxic rhymes elevated by blunts of kind. If I said it once, I said it at least 2 times. I still respond original. Every time I spit a line, the truth is in your words, plus your actions working double time. I see the signs, care myself accordingly. Reportedly, if I was dead, but I was scoring. See, I'm Kobe with the Matrix, top shelf with the blunts I'm tasting. Take a puff and dress the life you facing. You can live in the now or just act like a child, but I'm the real deal, Holyfield. That's facts with a smile. Get it where you get it, homie, and get while they're getting good. If not, get the fuck out, get your ass out the fucking hood. Your word is your balls and rolling down the alley. See, hoping for survival, only seeing fatalities. Underlying statement is really about your placement. I can't stand these dudes, so I'm leaving them wasted.
I can't take it, I'm getting sick and tired of the fake shit. What happened to the real hip hop from the basement? Rappers get behind the microphone and don't say shit, and that's how a lot of good beats get wasted. I can't take it, I'm getting sick and tired of the fake shit. What happened to the real hip hop from the basement? Rappers get behind the microphone and don't say shit, and that's how a lot of good beats get wasted.
Hip hop, body rockin', doing the do. I go back like rap pages to the Get Fresh crew. Real rhyme sayers attack the paper, grabbing the pen. And if I mess up, hold up, let me write this again, man. Yeah, Binky Mac, lyrical flamethrower. Inglewood, California, rhyme poet. They call it gangster rapping, even backpacking. Old heads hit the trapping and they wanna get the capping. Well, this is the future, keep it authentic because you got drugs and the money up in it. But somewhere over the rainbow, I'ma keep it hip hop while I'm letting these horns blow. On a quest like Fife, spreading my wings. Following trends, my friend, don't mean a thing. Producer of all the critics in New York on the Fresh tour. Rewind if you want more. I can't take it.
Flight, roll up a plot. I know I'm at, stay in my line. About to get flight, roll up a plot. I know I'm at, stay in my line. Taking off, I'm riding around in that fast lane. Bluetooth, conference calls, I'm plotting on that cash, man. Ask me if I'm slowing down, I'll probably tell them never. Storming rolling my own film, nobody could do it better. No one.
Writing out this motion picture script for me. No swerving, dipping, dodging in the HOV. Everywhere I go, I said I bring the pack with me. Double aspiring truth, actually. I said the whole world gotta be catastrophe. Everybody wanna be a wannabe. Mr. Quest is the only man I'm gonna be. Living in my truth pack, honestly.
Lights, camera, action, play the hero or the villain. Look up to no one unless a mirror on the ceiling. Lights, camera, action, play the hero or the villain. Look up to no one unless a mirror on the ceiling.
You need to know your rules.
Know it.
You need to know your rules.
Know it.
About to get flight, roll up a plot. I know I'm at, stay in my line. About to get flight, roll up a plot. I know I'm at, stay in my line.
Stay in my lane, boy, you stay in your lane. You live and you learn, I be knowing the game. Knowing my worth and I know my appraise. Won't sell my soul just to tie up my lace. Smoking the J while designing my lay. The profit is climbing, it's all about timing. Ticket and talking, you fading away. Taking these flights, boy, you stuck on the train. Ain't that nigga that gave me the runaround? I was just planting and watering seeds, trying to come up from the underground. I know you was hating, I know you was hating. See, Quest is the shit I be talking about. How slaves go against the field slaves. Man, it don't matter if you feel made. End of the day, bitch, still slag.
About to get flight, roll up a plot. I know I'm at, stay in my line. About to get flight, roll up a plot. I know I'm at, stay in my line.
Stay in my lane when I roll, cause I know it. It's the life I chose. I chose it. All these fakes will they'll get exposed quick. I'm about to take flight. Baby, can you roll it? Yeah. Roll it up so we can sit up on the cloud. Sim told me if we make it, said we never coming down. Soul searching, I was lost on this quest, been found. Remember days we was lost and we just ride round. Said smooth sail when you play your position, driving in my own lane, but you know I'm on a mission. While I ask these L's, you just trying to catch them all. Chameleon and Charles, all I'm trying to evolve. That's all.
Lights, camera, action, play the hero or the villain. Look up to no one unless a mirror on the ceiling. Lights, camera, action, play the hero or the villain. Look up to no one unless a mirror on the ceiling.
You need to know your rules. You need to know your rules. About to fly. Roll up a ply. I know I'm at. Stay in my line. About to get fly. Roll up a ply. I know I'm at. Stay in my line.
Rebels.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Young Baka. We back at the
Yeah.
B-side forum. The Henny's starting to take effect.
Hey.
Hennigan's taking effect. The Miller
Yeah,
High Life's taking effect. The Coca-Cola's taking effect.
Can I say one thing real quick?
Do you think it's your?
Hey,
Listen,
man.
Diar Lansky, it's your show, man.
Big
It's your
shout out
show,
to,
man.
Big shout out to Young Baka, man.
Young
This
Baka.
is my dude
It's
right
about time
here.
I get some respect
Man,
up with this
that
thing,
rubber
you know
man.
what I'm
shirt.
saying? Big shout out to my dude. Hey, DJ NIMFO. This motherfucker. I haven't been to a Young Baka show or NIMFO or any of this thing in like 6-7 months. I get calls like 3-4 times a week from
Yeah.
y'all show to be like,
100%,
I heard
man.
that new shit. I heard NIMFO spinning that new
Hey,
Diar Lansky.
we do- hey,
like, you know what I mean?
I send
like,
you that text. Hey, Diar
man.
Lansky was popping, man. You'd be like, yo, in the studio. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
5 days later, Diar Lansky was popping, man, in the studio. Okay, cool. Every 5 days, man, doing a thing.
Nah,
man.
but y'all be keeping me relevant and shit, man. I just, it's much blessed, man. Shout out to these
Appreciate
dudes.
it, man. We just played your video, man. Explain that to the people.
Oh, nice. So that is Catch Flight with my man Johnny Quest the Rebel. This guy, me and him been making music since 7th grade. You know what I mean? So that's 12 years in the game. So the chemistry is dope. With the music video, it's Catch Flight. It was off of his album Soul Searching. He hit me. I was back in, this is before I was in Cali. I was back in Delaware, and he was like, yo, I need a verse for this track.
In college.
Yes, in college, man. In college, he was like, yo, I need a verse. And I'm in college whole time, figure. I'm like, all right, I got some. And if people out there, they listen to the verse and they listen to the song, man, it's just really expressing how I feel, where we come from, and where we stand today. Dope shit, man.
Dope.
There you go, man. I appreciate all you guys coming through. We've gone past now. We usually do an hour, but we've gone past that. We have so much interesting things to talk about, so much interesting things to do. Tell them where they can find you at. Tell them what you got coming up, and tell them your next Young Baka show, man.
Real soon.
There you go.
Yeah, but Paco Mansin, you catch me on Facebook, you catch me on SoundCloud, you catch me on Instagram. Just been right here, been in the studio with LP. Big shout out to Alex
Hold
Ibarra.
on.
Big shout out to my boy Alex Ibarra.
Come here. It's all right.
You know,
we're just doing a show. You can feel free to walk. Come here.
Just been
Go ahead,
been staying busy. So hopefully within the next month we're gonna be doing another Young Baka show.
I got a whole bunch of shows for you, man. Let's make it happen.
Let's do it.
Cheek the
Yes,
Rebel.
sir.
We're
I
gonna
wanna
find
see that.
Hey, I
I
appreciate
wanna be there
t-shirt,
with you,
man.
brother.
I appreciate t-shirt. I like
Yes,
t-shirts
yes,
like this
yes.
because they make my biceps
said it
look
make
like
his
a
arms
look like
look
I'm
feel
popping,
great.
man. You know what I'm saying?
That's that good
Super
quality.
tight on the biceps and super
That's
loose on
because
the
you got
stomach,
the
which I
medium
need.
extra wide, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Listen,
Yes, man.
listen.
Yes,
I know
yes,
what looks
yes.
good on me, man. It is what it is.
Hey.
So again, my name is Cheek the Rebel, man. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at Cheek the Rebel. That's CheekTheRebel, man. I'm on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, I'm always on Twitter, fried. So come holler at me, man. As you see, my man Young Baka, he has on our black Rebel shirt right
Rebel.
there. Yeah, man, representing You Live and You Learn Clothing. You can find that at youliveandyoulearnclothing.com. Man, we on the social media, so you can find me anywhere. Cheek the Rebel again, You Live and You Learn Clothing. Check us out.
Where can they find you at, Playboy?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, Jackson Hunter Maverick, or just on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, DatPiff, all that, just under Jackson Hunter. You can listen to my latest full length called Gallows and Safe House, featuring Chip the Rip, King Chip, All Hail.
Nah,
And
come
yeah,
on, Wayne.
man.
Come on, man.
I called him over.
Come
I
on,
called
Wayne.
him over
DJ,
for-
man.
I called him over for the shit.
What's up, man? Get the mic. Let them know where they can find you at, Wayne.
Well, actually, you can
No,
find
finish
me
your food. It's all right.
everywhere.
We got all night. Finish
You
your
can find
food.
me everywhere because you never there. But now you can find me on WayneG.tv. I just started my own website. It's not .com. It's WayneG.tv. It's the new shit, so you can check that out. You can find me on Instagram at Efilaf. That's EFILAF. That's my clothing company and shit. You see, I'm always repping this shit. Or you can just find me anywhere online. You feel me? Oh, my bad. I'm right here. You feel me?
What a life you live, Wayne G.
Yeah.
What a
You
life.
could literally just walk up to B-Side Forum, grab some of these microphones, tell them where you from.
That's crazy.
Knock out the camera. No one's gonna tell you.
Chicago in the house.
What a life you live, man. How blessed are you? Living the American dream, man. There you go.
Shout out to DJ
Diar Lansky. Where can
Hey,
they
you know
find
what?
out what's popping?
You know what? They
Tell
can-
them your next Young Baka
Hey,
show, man.
They can fucking find me at BSIDEchannel.com. You know what I mean? Tonight, go watch for the motherfucking replay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm the one and only Diar Lansky. Die4productions.com, die4mag.com, die4clothinginc.com. You know, we do this shit every day. You can catch me February 9th and 10th at the Young Baka show with motherfucking Bad Luck and
Bad Luck
Daylight.
and Daylight.
And I'm going to be rocking that shit with my dude Wayne G. You know what I mean? Shout out to my East Riverside motherfuckers. Y'all know what I'm saying, cuz.
The best thing that's ever been said on the B-Side Forum is, I'm from East Riverside. Who the fuck is he?
That
Best thing anyone's ever said on this.
Hey, but
go.
big shout out to everything that happens here at B-Side, because you know what? I've been blessed to be here like 4 times now, and it's just such like a fucking blessing every time. Like I times 10 of what I just said. You feel me? Like, these motherfuckers over here are putting in so much fucking work. Young Baka over here putting in so much fucking work. Like, I love progress. I love being around motherfuckers that you know, have the progress. Like, you know, this dude right here, I can't wait to talk to this motherfucker right here. You know what I mean?
That's peace, love, and hip hop.
Yeah,
man.
hey, come on, man. You know, like, you know what we right here now. You know, motherfuckers don't hug trees anymore. They hug beats. You know what I mean? So, nah, it's definitely we here. My dude showed me so much love at the Crooked Eye show. You know, just everything happening right now. Like, it's just blessed, man.
There you
Die
go,
for.
man. There you go.
Rest
My
in peace,
name is
Diz.
Young Baka. We got DJ NIMFO on the 1s and 2s. We got Tori's photography on the photos. We got Valerie in the building. She's the CEO of Young Baka Productions. My name is Young Baka. We had Crooked Eye last week. We got Bad Luck this week. We
With your
got
bitch
Daylight this week. We got Quentin Miller in 2 weeks from now.
And we got Diar Lansky.
Listen, and we got Diar Lansky. Listen.
Yeah.
Camera One, we're taking over the fucking game, man. There's no more playing. 2017 belongs to Young Baka Productions. No more waiting. Every big name that comes through, they gotta come through Young Baka Productions.
Let's
we got the
go.
podcast, we got
Big
the
shout out
radio,
Young
we
Baka.
got the shows, we got the
Yeah.
DJs, we got the comedians, we got
Big
the
shout.
singers. We got anything you need to do. YoungBakaProductions.com, at Young Baka Productions,
Yes,
at
sir.
Young Baka. We got Drakk in the back,
Hey.
doing
Yes,
all the
sir.
camera
Right.
thing, man. I appreciate B-Side Forum. I appreciate B-Side Show. And we're gonna be back in 2 weeks, baby. We out.
Let's get it.
Peace.